community. I'm really proud that you are all associated with the world's most popular game, football. So, athletics is the mother of all games. Football is the father of all. Because it is a masculine game. I hope the ladies, nobody is that they object. If you are speaking about gender bias, you are becoming, no, it's not like that. Football is very masculine. When you see the ladies playing, they show so much of physical thing into football. So it's very much of a thing. I'm very happy. Now, I'm a sports psychologist. Thank you, Suman, for a nice introduction. A good friend of mine, so very enterprising person, promoting job opportunities, sports in a big way. So very nice. Now, before introducing about what the importance of mind in football, I will take you back to 1986. Okay? All of you know about famous classic English movies. Quickly, can we hear one or two classic English movies?
The Pianist.
Pardon?
The Pianist.
Very nice. Good, Bad and Ugly. Sir? Titanic. Ben-Hur, The Great Race, Macana's Gold. So, which football game would you consider as a classic one? Greatest match of all time, maybe. All people, everybody, you should go to net, all same videos about the same match.
The Pianist.
Escape to Victory.
Greatest World Cup match.
Escape to Victory. The movie.
I will watch that. Which year was that? Which match was that? What time is it? Please.
So the VA is there.
10-17.
Can I speak of 10-17? I'll take 20-25 minutes.
Yeah.
Because very rarely you come to hear about the importance of mind in anything. It's not just in football. Okay, I'll just take Okay, now I'm talking about the 1986 World Cup match between Brazil and France. It had some fantastic players, great players in both the teams. Okay, now France, I think Brazil scored first. France equalized at the middle, what do you call that, first half, the break, after 1-1, okay? Then the game progressed and 15 minutes to the final whistle, now Brazil got a penalty. Somebody was brought down, that Branco or somebody was brought down and a penalty kick was awarded. So, you must have heard of Zico.
Brazilian.
Yeah. What's his name? Zico is a nickname. His name is actually Arthur Antunes Coimbra. That is his actual name. So he was actually injured, was brought into the side forcefully. But he didn't play all the matches. For this time he was brought into the, called as the extra, he was substituted. Now he definitely has to take the kick because he is a penalty kick expert. Okay? In 41 World Cup games, he scored 41 the international games, he has scored 48 goals. One of the greatest of all time, he is called as White Pele. Zico, everybody knows in football community. One of the greatest. What happened was, now, that is his last World Cup. He has decided that he will not take part in it. He is getting old and he will not take part in the future next World Cup. That's his last World Cup. And in the previous World Cup, it was very disappointing for Brazil. 82 World Cup. Very disappointing. Now, he is determined that he should do something for his side. Now, he has to take the kick. And the goalkeeper, French goalkeeper is Joel Bats, famous goalkeeper. Now, he takes the kick and for a few moments he is thinking. Okay? I'll come to that later. He makes the kick to the left of the goalie. Aram se he stopped it on the left. Okay? Aram se he stopped. Whole Brazil was devastated. Because if he had scored the goal 15 minutes side to the final whistle, they would have wasted the time. And easily Brazil would have sailed into the semi-final. So again, extra time, the match went into penalties.
Okay.
That time, you know what? Actually, again in the penalties, Zico scored, but Julius Caesar missed a penalty. Socrates also missed a penalty. Even in the French side also, many missed. Finally, France won 4-3, right, in the penalties. You see in the YouTube videos, all over the same match is there. Okay, now it's very disappointing for Zico because one of the greatest player, he missed that penalty kick. Okay, Then after many years, when asked about this thing, he said, okay, when I had the ball in front of me, I got a lot of thoughts. He said, this is my last World Cup. I have to make this match count. If he got that goal, now 15 minutes to do, anything could happen, he will win the game. Now, he says, what? Now he is thinking negative. What if I don't hit the goal? What about my reputation? He is one of the greatest players. What about my reputation? What will the crowd say? You know how Brazil people are? You know what happened to that Yugoslavian player who missed an important thing in 1956, you know? People still remember, and after 20 years he comes back to Brazil. In a departmental store, one boy recognizes him. He says, Mama, see, look at you, come take, he's a traitor. Go down. He's a traitor. You know the extent of craze in football in Brazil? That's how it is. Now he is thinking, will the people spare me? So these are all the negative thoughts going to him. And he kicks in, he says he's disappointed. How can it be a weak shot? That he can so easily, the goalkeeper had to, of course he died to the left, it was a gamble, it worked actually, but the shot was very weak. And he said, I would have hit that shot blindfolded. He says, I will hit 100 times or 100 blindfolded any penalty kick. He was a master in penalties. But why did that happen at that time? Anybody, sir? Anybody?
Stress and pressure.
Yeah, of course, pressure is there. A lot of pressure was there.
Too much
Because
pressure,
big
yeah.
players missed the goals that day. Big players missed the
What about
penalties.
Pele also did.
Pele was not there. He was already retired by that time.
Why did he?
He retired in the I think he was better. I don't guess. Yes, sir. We have a football expert.
I'm not so this much.
So what could have happened? Like? Oh, injury was not a problem.
Yes.
It is a penalty kick, so injury was not a problem. What could have happened?
He might be overconfident.
That was not the case. Yes. Actually, for such great players, confidence will be very high.
No,
Maybe
sometimes
yes, more confidence
even
also.
as you said, this is my last penalty. Everything came in mind.
Yes.
So unfortunately, maybe that wrong decision in his mind he has taken.
Decision also, yes.
He has might be taken.
How would have affected his focus?
Not like 100%. It is 60-70%.
When you have a lot of thoughts in your head, does it affect focus?
100%.
Yes. Coming from the expert.
Yes. Too much. Because too much of background, as you said, especially from the crowd's pressure, plus the team pressure, plus the club's pressure, everything comes in the mind. So sometimes I should take a what. Sometimes the good players also what they do, I don't want to take due to someone. In my
Brazil's
mind.
fans' expectations, his
Yes.
own expectations.
He
Last
will take-
World Cup,
yes.
he has to do something for the country.
Yes.
Okay, too much of thoughts. Okay. When you have lot of thoughts, the focus will go away. Lot of internal thoughts. Focus is spoiled in two ways. One is the external distractions, sound, etc., movements, etc. Another is the biggest enemy is the internal thoughts. The focus will go away. Okay, one. Next is what is the nature of your thinking? If you are positive, fine. Positive, I can do it, and you have done it before. Come on, you can do it, fine. It works in your way. If it is negative, what happens? Here comes the mind. Okay. Maybe I can try a thing. Normally we do in our seminars wherever we go. Normally, you ask a person to stand there, ask him to put his hand up, okay? Tell him, I'll keep repeating, keep talking to you, and I'll keep pressing the hand. You should resist the pressure. You should not allow the hand to go down, okay? You should not allow it to go down. You give him a lot of praise. He says, you're wonderful, you're fantastic, you're going to be great in future. I like the way you play. Oh, what a fantastic player. Now he can resist. His mood will become happy and he will resist the hand from going down. You call another player and see you said nonsense about him, scold him, abuse him, speak negative about him, his hand goes down. Why?
Because of not concentrating on this.
No, sir. One player you appreciate him, he's happy. He can focus, he can resist the hand from going down. Another person you are abusing, calling him negative, blaming him, shouting at him, criticizing him, calling all names. Now he is not able to resist. Why?
You're praising one person, you're making moral down.
What happens when you make down, sir?
Automatically the pressure in his mind.
It will affect your mind, and automatically because of the mind, the brain controls everything.
What happens is, when you criticize a person, when you scold a person, you hate the person, you do all negative, his mind goes there, he's hurt. His moods change, he becomes sad. Now he forgets about the hand, he is thinking about what the other person is saying. What will happen? You can try this with your friends. I promise you. You can try it separately. This is what happened to Zico said. This is what happened to me that day.
Please
After a
comment.
number of years, this is what Zico said and said, my thoughts are so negative. Now what happens? When you are negative, when you go under stress, the body, the strength in the body goes. Automatically goes. Right? That's why the shot was very big. Okay? Okay. Now, Scolari. Okay. Now, when it was announced that Brazil will host the 2014 World Cup, then after Scolari was brought back as the head coach of the Brazil team, the day when press went to him, he said, this time the World Cup is happening in Brazil, in our own backyard. We have to win the World Cup. Look at the statement. We will, he's inside, we will win. We have to win the World Cup. The pressure. Have to, if you have to say have to, you have to put pressure, right? The pressure began from there, right? Then towards the World Cup in Brazil in 2014, 2 months before, a sports psychologist, not a sports psychologist, general psychologist was appointed. A lady sports psychologist is appointed. She worked with the team. They are all professionals. They will not listen to her because you know how Brazil team plays everywhere in Europe, all these English Premier Leagues, everywhere they play. So she worked with the team, but what happened in the Germany match? Anyone remember what was the score? Germany's match? Quarterfinal? Famous match, no? Anything, I think Service. Who watched that? What happened, no? No.
It's basically trash. More than 5 goals, I think. Germany is trash.
Five goals, come to the point.
5 to 6 goals.
7-1.
7-1.
Okay? After 10 minutes, Germany bombarded Brazil with one goal after another. One goal happened, they were a little stunned. Second goal happened, oh, come on. Third goal happened, completely put under fear. They froze, right now. You know, freezing like this. Okay? They froze, went into panic. They choked. We in the sports psychology, the term for that is choking. They choked, didn't know what to do. The moment they scored 2-3, then they want to realize we are playing a strong German side. Impossible to come back into the match. They said, so much of expectation they had. It's happening in Germany, we have qualified. I think it was a quarterfinal match. Quarterfinal, we have qualified. We thought we will lift the cup in our own country. The World Cup is happening in Brazil. Devastated. The moment the mind went everywhere. They said only negative they thought. They said against this team, we can't come back. One game after one goal after another, they blanked out. They could not move. They could not think. All team strategies, plans went away. 7 goals. Finally, they managed one. Maybe Germany gave them as a
Complimentary.
Complimentary. Leave one goal, man. No problem.
Token of thanks.
Devastating. See. Who was the culprit? Who was the villain here? Is it the skill? Is it the reputation? Is it the quality of the players? Who was the villain here?
I have one point to make. So Germans believe in teamwork. So they don't believe in individual championship. So they work together as a team.
Okay.
They strongly believe in that.
Okay.
So I would say one because of their ability to work together as a team in collaboration.
Okay.
Second thing, they have set up their mind that they will win no matter who the opponent is.
Okay.
So they are mentally prepared for the game.
Fine. Now, well said. Talk about Brazil now.
Right.
What would be their point?
Pressure could be one of the reason. It would have come from the coach, and the players would have had a lot of expectation to win against Germans.
Yes.
Not only that match,
I
maybe the World
the
Cup.
pressure started the day when Scolari was appointed 1 year ago.
You must win the World Cup. He said you must win the
Sports
World
Cup in 2 months. Scolari was appointed 1 year earlier.
Ah.
The time team on and off started training with under him. He was doing his training camps. The pressure started the day he said we have to win the World Cup. Okay, pressure slowly built up. Fine. So what he should have said, maybe our sir will say. What he could have told to press.
We try to give our best.
We will give our best. When we play, if we have played well, definitely we will win the cup.
Exactly.
So focus should not be on the cup, it should be on the process. It should be on the
Process.
game. Here psychology comes in. Now, that's it. Okay, not drag too much, you don't have too much time. Now, that was the first point. Second point where the mind was involved, the moment they hit 2-3 goals, we don't know how they are aggressive, very strong German team. They played an aggressive game, went and attacked, I think. They attacked and they scored 2-3 goals. The moment you score 2-3 goals, that this team blanked out. I told you the thoughts what they got. 2-3 goals down, we can't come back, disappointed. Oh, we have lost the cup. How will we show our faces to our fans? Millions of Brazilian fans. All these negative thoughts blanked out, choked. When you choke, your mind doesn't work. Totally. I will come to the how it works, what happens, I will come to it later. Mind doesn't work, match go on. 7-1, they lost. It was a national mourning. The paper said national mourning in Brazil. The crowd cried. No, they went home crying. All the players went home crying. See, this is the importance of mind in any game. How much ever strong you are, very built you are skilled, you are trained under the best coaches. But if your mind is not in place, you will not give your best performance. Just to introduce the mind, I quoted these two incidents. Okay, let's quickly move to the other, whatever we have, I wanted to tell you. Okay. Now, football is an aggressive game, okay, full physical game. What is the need for the mind? Now, I just quoted some incidents to you. Many incidents are there where the mind played the spoil sport. Okay, so even though football is an aggressive game, the mind cannot be overlooked. Okay, agree, sir? Okay, fine. Now, in the 2006 World Cup was won by Italy. Okay, Italian team was trained in a mind room where the biofeedback and neurofeedback equipment was used. Even I have that equipment. I dispose it of now. Now that they were trained in that biofeedback equipment, where you will come to know what happens to your muscles, brain waves, and heartbeat, respiration, skin temperature, everything you will come to know from that equipment. Okay? Now they were trained in that, they went on to win the World Cup. Again, you will ask me why they could not win the other World Cups after that. It's a different matter altogether. And when you go to around EPL clubs, headquarters, Chelsea, all these things, you can see every EPL club has a mind room. And I remember seeing a photo of, I think Chelsea or something, a mind room, and in front of that, all these Alfa Romeos and all these big imported cars parked. Who are the owners of those cars?
Players.
Players, obviously. What mind room has to do with football? Come on, tell me. It's a physical game after all. Why mind room is required?
To make yourself
No, lot of things are there. So that,
Well, let us make it interact. I will pause in the middle. Please come out with your
because the mind is the master.
Thank you.
Am I right, sir?
Yeah, a lot of pressure, so he has to take a rest. So that's the reason, like,
I know that. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your thing. Okay. Would you agree with say that even though football is a team game, it is also an individual game? You can disagree, please, if you answer. We have to disagree and say why.
Because individual skills they have to showcase.
It's a team game, no?
Team game, yes.
See, team plays here. It's not a singles game like tennis or something.
Correct.
It's a team that combines. Your team is good, will win the match. But it's also an individual game, I say. How? Sir?
Sometimes you will get 1v1 means situation comes. You should dribble, you should show the skills, and that is
Yes.
that is one thing what
Yes.
I say like
Individual.
game. So when you want to score the goal, when I have opportunity, when I pass the ball to my team partner, that is a team game. If I do individual and go, that is an individual game. Yes.
Now you could see that how it is an individual game is about the penalties I have spoken. A penalty, I think 5 shots.
5 shots.
5 shots each. For all. The ball is with somebody. I don't know what should be the score. The law is dependent on the last shot. Is it an individual game or not?
Individual.
The last striker hits the goal, that team wins. It's all dependent on the individual. If they think like Zico, gone. If they think like one more player is there, the greatest penalty is like those are not famous names. Earlier they were there. One French person. They have never missed a penalty in their life.
Yeah, he plays for the Chelsea, I think so.
Not a single occasion.
Sorry, France.
He has the right mental makeup to take a penalty. Pardon? Yeah. Now, when the ball is with you, whenever you are playing, all players can't have the ball at the same time. Agree? Ball is with one player all the time. When the ball is one player, what kind of mistakes he can commit, sir? Please. When the ball is with you, what are the mistakes you can do?
In penalty, sir?
No.
Normally, okay.
Yeah.
You can by passing, by dribbling,
Yes.
by shooting, by controlling, many things are there.
Many things are.
Cholan has something to say. He's a very experienced football
He is
player.
very good.
Football player, coach,
referee.
So, as our Andrew sir told, controlling, dribbling, passing, can be anywhere he can make mistake under the pressure.
Yeah, he is confident. The team situation is good. What he will do well. If the team situation are against 0-2, he can do it. And it's approaching the final whistle. 10 minutes to the final whistle. Can you believe in the same person? Now what happens when he is playing?
He'll give 100%.
More than 100% also.
More than 100% he might give.
No, sir. This team situation is fantastic. You are leading. You are confident. You are a great player. You are highly experienced.
No, that time he'll be relaxed.
Here comes the point. Supposing you are behind him,
Yeah.
like the Brazilian team.
Brazilian.
Ball is with you. What kind of mistakes he can do?
Very mistake.
Many mistakes. Is it about the body, the skills, or is it the mind?
Mind.
Why should he make the mistake? It's the same body, the same skills, the same skill. Why should he do mistakes?
Pressure.
Pressure happens in the body or in the mind?
Mind.
Okay? Right? I got the point. That's why the football is also an individual game. At that time, what you do, the team's prospects depends on you. Whether you can give a perfect pass, or how you can block, or how you can give a brilliant pass. When Pele was cornered, he gave a brilliant pass and he was cornered by 3 players. That pass other players could do. He got the credit, but the brilliant pass was happened by Pele. Right? So now see how this is how the mind plays a role even in a game like football, even in a team game. The mind plays a very big role.
Sorry to interrupt here.
Pardon, please.
Sorry to interrupt. Now, last day yesterday, I played a match against BFC with my under youth team, under 13 team. As soon as we tell BFC, our boys are getting scared. Why, sir? That is, I want to ask you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I want to,
Yes,
because how much of I am trying to put something. We tell them whenever you are coming in the, tracking in the car, you listen to the music, don't keep thinking about too much of football. Just listen to music, come and play, okay. In the practice, in the other teams also, they play very good. Especially when they say to the BFC, not only started the team, pass from the small category.
Why are they afraid, sir?
I don't know.
That's our role. That's why if you don't involve mind, you are living his life as a body without the brain.
As soon as we say
You accept that body will work.
everyone gets shocked by it. Even they have a too late. Same thing, what they are playing, you also same thing. Only thing, height and the speed. Our boys are very small. Small in the sense of the age and the strength. Why, I don't know. I want to...
The status, the importance they give to the person, the hero worship.
No, the investment also involved. Investment also is
The
involved.
brand, no?
Brand. No, not only brand, the practice.
He's not speaking about it.
No, we're talking about BFC.
BFC.
Yeah.
Bangalore.
Yeah.
Yes, they also having under 13, under 10.
I know.
I will tell you, yesterday I was watching captains. The one player, I think from Gabon, hero for that country, small country. He goes to a practice range. All young boys are coming and touching him. Okay, somebody asked him, why are you touching him? He said, he is such a hero. Hey, he is also like us. He also has two hands, two muscles is touching. Hey, he is also like us. Why are the boys saying like that? You are thinking he is some superhuman. He is some supernatural. Same thing is happening here. We also have said BFC players are also human. They can also make mistakes.
Yes.
Now they are considering BFC people
Yes.
are gods, superhumans. That's why you feel yourself as low. You put the BFC high. Your confidence is not in equal. Okay, you think you are low compared to them.
Yes.
Okay? What is the secret for that? I think we can help the coach to do that. They have to focus on their game. Can they control the BFC skills? Can they bring down their game?
No.
No, because they are known for it. They work their life towards it. Now, what is it that you can control? Even though it is BFC, what can you do? What is in your control? Locus of control is what we say. What can you do, sir? What will you tell the players? No, you can't control their game. They have experience, they have skill, they have body, everything they have got. What can you do? You can't control their game, how they play. No. What can you do?
Control your thoughts.
What
Main
can you
thing is,
do?
look at, I am a person who believes in positives. And think,
No, what is in your control?
in your control is your skill, your ability to do
Sir,
things.
your game,
Your
that's
game.
it. That's it.
That is
That's
what
it.
game.
Give your
that is
best
what
against
game.
them. Treat it as an opportunity that you are playing BFC. When you play BFC, when you compete, when you try to fight against them, your game improves. Take it as an opportunity to develop your game, improve your
And if
game.
you fail, it is a learning.
Yes, and
Yes.
now it is a, what do you call? It's a test for you. You have to be tested against the best to know where you stand. Out of 10, where do you stand? Now, when you are tested against BFC, you will know your weaknesses, your thing, then you will know where to improve. You are playing a very weak side, you will think you are the greatest.
Greatest. That is how it has
This is
to
how
be.
the mindset has to be changed. Right, right.
100%. Thank you.
So these are the some of the yeah. Now anybody football plays. How the movement happens? How normally the body movements happen in sport? The ball comes, we go like this.
Yes.
Then we do. What are so many things we do?
Jumping, diving,
Jumping, diving.
tackling.
How it happens?
Running, spraying.
No,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right, range, right.
Yeah, come almost close to that. Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Please.
So,
If it's wrong, you can say.
there are numerous movements. It's basically a flow,
Ah.
right? So there are like 1-2s. Then you'll have set pieces, especially when you have the free kicks. So it's a multi-moment, I would say. There is no fixed moment like in
How
cricket
movements happen in a sport?
based on player
If I
positions.
go to the correct place, I should get the ball, give a support. That is called support. When you have a ball with the opponent in front of you, if you want to pass the ball to me, means I
You
should
can kick
move
it
that.
backwards, you can
Yes,
dribble it,
yes,
you can put it there, you can rotate the ball there and play around with the ball. How do these movements happen?
According to the situation, circumstance happens that movement.
Yeah, definitely. Somebody told me in one of these as a question, he said, sir, you have played the sport for so many years, when it comes, the ball comes, automatically will respond. Right? The body goes, the legs goes, the hand goes, everything goes, and we respond. Right? Fine, no? This is how as laymen we understand the situation, right? Right? But now, who knows something like, who can tell something about muscle memory? What is muscle? You heard of the term? Muscle memory. Muscle memory. Muscle memory, you know, muscle memory.
It's like you used to it.
What
Used
is
to
it?
it. For example, if you drive a car also, automatically you put gear without your knowledge, according to that
Very
level.
good, very good. One, everywhere, you know, this is the wrong term somebody has coined. Please.
Muscle memory is simple. Close your eyes and brush also.
Now, where are the muscles? How are the muscles? How somebody said, we make our movements through muscle memory, somebody said. Was he right or was he wrong?
Right.
Yeah, in layman terms, it's right. But in technically, scientifically, medically speaking, it's wrong. Why? Because muscles don't see. Everything you learn and practice, it is stored in the nerves. Okay? This is neuroscience. It is stored in the nerves. Body doesn't have nerves to store whatever you have practiced. Even though you are doing physical movements in your game, from childhood to professional, you are learning those skills. Till your retirement, maybe even for Chetri also, almost near retirement. his skills are not stored in his muscles. No. Why? Because muscles don't have nerves. The only nervous system you have in your body is the peripheral nervous system. What the signals the brain sends, it goes to the peripheral system. It uses the musculoskeletal muscles to make the movement. The signals that comes, electrical signals that comes, activates your muscles through a reaction, through a chemical reaction. Sodium, potassium. I will not get into that. That is how your body will move. So, muscles can't store anything you have practiced in your life. Dance, music, movements, anything you have learned in your life, muscles are not stored. Who has stored the skills you have learned? Where does your learning get stored? Please. Yes, he already answered that point. Just recollect what you said. Who stores? Where is the storehouse for this?
Brain.
Exactly.
The subconscious mind.
Exactly. Not subconscious. Okay, it is also subconscious also. But it is also stored in the brain stem and the spinal cord. So much, but still neuroscientists have not found out where exactly it is stored. But there are networks in the brain and this network where it is all stored. So no muscle memory. So movements, how do these movements happen? Like that. Now let us come to that point. Just take your time. Meanwhile, I have some water.
Do you want to take a break, sir?
No.
A 10-15 minutes break?
Breakfast.
We'll have breakfast. And then we'll have a quick 10 minutes.
What does the audience say?
Audience poll. Yeah, it's already 10:45. Sir, okay, let me ask you this question, sir. How much time you left, sir? How much time you leave?
15 minutes.
We'll do one thing, we'll have breakfast and come back. Already 10:45, we'll have a break.
Yeah.
Finish breakfast and come back.
But I don't
Let's
know,
go.
sir. They are in the mood to listen to me, continue to read.
Raise your hand if you want to listen.
Anything is fine.
Sir, I want to finish and then break.
Please.
No, I want to
Finish
finish.
off, sir.
I want to finish sir session and then go for breakfast.
Oh, done. Then finish off, sir.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Running.
Yes, fantastic. Now,
Sit down.
I'll take some question.
all the movements have happened through the brain. Anything you want to do, the signals have to come from the brain. How does this brain send the signals? The moment you see the ball, the eyes see the ball, the message goes to the thalamus. I will not get into the neuroscience of it. Then there is the motor cortex and the sensory cortex. It decides what kind of a ball it is, what speed it is coming, what angle it is coming, how it is coming, how to play the ball. Now, should I play a front foot cover drive, or should I go back and defend, or should I make a thing, or should I pass it? In football, the decision making happens in the brain. Then how to play the shot? You have to play the shot, the signals have to come for you to change your movements, no? It's not easy. Simply your body will not go. It all dependent on your signals. Then the cerebellum is there, the basal ganglia. The lower part of the brain is part of the subconscious brain. Where the decisions, how now it will send a message to the subconscious brain that I want to play this shot. The inner brain has to make the decisions. It has to make the corrections, and these signals have to be sent accordingly. How much time it does take to say this? So many seconds, no? It happens in 1/10,000 of a second in our body. That instant, goalkeeper is standing, they make the kick, what speed the ball will come, sir? Tremendous speed, no? In the moment he has to make a decision, just looking at it, guess whether he will hit to the left or right to the center, he will make a decision. In cricket, now Norway is bowling at 150 plus. How much time you have to react to the ball? Hardly split second. In 1,000th of a second, he has to see the ball and he has to take the decision whether to go front or go back, which shot to play. See, is it not our brain a super, something that man cannot make another brain? It's done by God. Whoever the God is, right? Is it not super? Right? So all the thing happens in the brain, signals will be sent and the movements will happen. If somebody says muscle memory, they don't accept the word. Okay, that's it. So now, if you allow this to happen on its own, it will happen beautifully the way the God has made it. If you allow this thing to happen, you see the ball, decision is made inside, the body sends a signal, you can't do anything. You can say, your conscious mind, no, go right leg to go forward, right leg to give to the, no, you can't. That's why he brought the example of a car. In the beginning, you were saying, how much accelerator I have to leave, how much steering I have to cut. All that we were deciding. Now are you deciding?
Autopilot.
Automatic. Everything has to happen automatically. You don't have a role in anything, but you have a role in a negative way. If you allow things to happen, they will happen beautifully. Now, who is the villain, sir? Who is the villain? Yeah, everything is fine, fantastic. You are practicing, you are a great player, fantastic skills, your experience. It will happen. But I will tell you, in the history of world sports, many great athletes have choked in all the games. According to the results, according to the records, according to your achievements, according to your name, Ronaldo, you should not choke. But why did he choke? Overthinking, pressure, expectations, you are not in good form, anything may be the reason. He will start thinking too much in the head. Okay? For good performance to happen, you just have to do it. What is it? Nike.
Just do it.
Right? Just do it. Just do it means what?
Action.
You just have to respond. That's it.
Yeah.
Who is the villain here?
Ourselves.
Mind.
What? How? Who is the villain? Be accurate. Come down, refine, be accurate and tell.
Mind, sir.
What kind of?
Negative mind.
Overloaded.
Such an important thing. If you let it happen, it will happen beautifully. Like the way God has made it. Let us give credit to God. Whoever it is. There is no religion here. God is only God, that's all. If you allow God to do it, He will do it for you. If you bring your conscious mind into picture, even for students, same thing.
Yes.
How students can spoil their exam? Wow. Come on, you have to speak now.
Negative mind.
Yes, yeah, how negative mind. Before your question paper is given to you, what are the thoughts going through your head?
Yeah, we feel nervous. And how
Why are you feeling nervous?
by seeing the questions.
Why are
That will be known to us, but suddenly if question paper comes, that will be like confusing somewhat.
Why are you feeling nervous?
Out of syllabus question.
Out of syllabus question.
Whether you will be able to recall whatever.
Favorite term, out of syllabus.
Will I be able to recall what I have studied?
Yeah.
Will I be able to score something? Will the questions be tough?
Yeah.
Right? So many thoughts will come to your head. Well, of course. After some time, your thoughts will go away. But what can go wrong?
Through negative minds, it's like how we are going to get good marks.
We are all normal, we are all human beings, such thoughts will come. At the same time, listen. At the same time, we will overcome that. Okay? We will overcome that. Maybe we'll see the questions or we'll say, I can do it, I've done it before. No, I just focus on my game, it will happen. Right? It will happen, ultimately it will go away. But it can go wrong. It's because of conscious interference. Okay? So, always remember this statement made by Martina Navratilova. Who is Martina Navratilova?
Tennis player.
Tennis player. She once said, all of you agree that performance is equal to ability?
Yes.
You have the ability to perform, right?
True.
But there is a catch. She said, performance equal to ability minus conscious interference. Right? Got the thing? If you allow your ability to do without your mind interfering, conscious, analytical thinking, judging, mind to interfere, your body performance is equal to ability. Now, if you allow your mind to interfere,
Nothing.
so you need the mind. Our coach will object. How can you say this, sir? We have made so many strategies, game plans. With this phase, you can do this. In the half time, we say that's not working. You attack more or defend more. Look up for your defense. Cover the left flank. Cover the right flank. Whatever you are teaching them. So mind is required for to execute. Mind is only required for that purpose. That's all. To execute for your plans to happen. But how to play? What will happen? I should win. I must win. How will all these thoughts should be kept aside? You only have to focus on what?
Present. The game.
Present, this shot, that's it. Keep playing well, keep assuring yourself, raise your confidence. Just say, I don't have control over the outcome, the result. I just have to do one thing at a time, right? In cricket, we say play one ball at a time. Next, you don't know what will happen in future. You can get out into the next ball, right? One ball in cricket, you see the T20s. It's decided in 2 balls like Virat Kohli did the other day. I don't know how many you watched the ball. 2 sixes, unimaginable thing. That's why he kept showing up. I didn't do it, God did it for me. That backward 60 hit there.
Very
Impossible.
impossible.
Impossible. You can't even imagine that shot. How people are the fastest bowler. Harris hit the backward spin. See, like So now you understand how much. If you don't, if the villain is your thinking mind, and that too, it's a negative mind. I think we can have breakfast.
Sure, certainly.
Please continue up 10 minutes after breakfast.
We'll finish one thing, sir. Anyway, we are a small crowd. While we eat, we'll keep talking. And I'll just have few minutes. If
No, I
Andrew
may
can,
not be able to do that.
if Andrew can just give a quick, we'll do one thing, sir. We'll continue the second. We'll keep having a lot of sessions. Okay, we will have your session in our second community meet. So we'll have a lot of things to cover. Is that okay?
They will miss out the important things.
Okay, you can summarize it.
We have we will finish in 15 minutes.
Yes, 15 minutes will be longer time because already getting close to 11
No,
o'clock.
I will finish it. I'll go straight away
Done.
29 minutes. That's it. Okay. Now, right. So you have to be very careful about your negative thinking. Okay. Now there are 4 emotions: fear, anger, sadness, and joy. Amongst these, the first three are negative. Fear, anger, you are psychology student, you will do psychology now. Fear is the greatest villain for every performer, whether it's a sportsman or a student. You agree with me? So under fear you get pressure, nervousness, worry, anxiety, panic, everything comes under fear. What is it you are fearing? What is that fear? What is that fear? Fear because of what?
Thinking.
Fear because of what?
Can I do
What are you
that?
afraid of, sir?
Can I do that? Can I do this?
Yeah, correct. Doubt.
Doubt.
I may not be able to do
Yes.
it. Can I do it?
Can I do it?
Fear of failure.
Fear of failure. You got the point. What are you afraid of? Failing, embarrassment, shame, so many things, disappointment. Letting down your fans, letting down your own thing. That's what you are afraid of. Nervousness is what? What is nervousness? Nervousness happens before an event. And you are feeling that butterflies in the stomach, legs are shaking, sweating is happening, all these things are happening. That is nervousness. What is anxiety? Normally happens before the event. Anxiety means you are thinking negative. Oh, what will happen? Will I do that? Will I fail? Selectors are watching. If I don't perform here, I will lose my sponsorship. I lose my scholarship. All these negative things. You are doubting yourself. Okay? If you are always thinking, doubting yourself, you don't have confidence goes down, how will you perform? So this is anxiety. There is a difference between one term to another term. All these things we put in one basket and we call it as what?
Fear.
Fear. Yeah, but we call it by one term, which everybody, all of you know. What is the term? Stress. Okay? You get stressed out. Now, I will come to this point, is very important. Okay? What happens when you are under threat? Suddenly in a situation, suddenly you are under threat. For Brazil it happened. 3 goals in a succession in 10 minutes they blanked out. What happens when suddenly we are talking and when a big dog comes in, when a big snake comes in, cobra is coming inside. I am very calm and relaxed. I am enjoying in some resort and suddenly a cobra comes with a head like this. What will happen to you? Panic. You are very, very calm. In one instant, the whole thing can change. Mind can change, body can change. This is what God has made. This comes with millions of years. With Stone Age, people used to hunt with stones. There were a lot of big predators were there. All these they would come and attack. Now he developed his brain in such a way whether he had to fight with the enemy or he has to take flight. Okay? So even today we have that fight or flight response. When we are threatened, when we are under danger, we go into these 2 modes. Either we are trying to fight or trying to take flight. Okay? And take flight means running away from the situation. This is called as stress response. Now, what happens simply when your mind is under threat? I will not go into the autonomic nervous system and all that. The moment you are under threat, let us give an example. Students are there. Suddenly you are asked to speak in front of the school auditorium where thousands of people are. Chief guest is there. Big guests are sitting in front. You are not used to public speaking. What can happen to you? Come on, sir, youngsters can speak. What suddenly you are called up by the principal, you are asked to speak. What will happen?
Just
Say something. Anybody can come.
learn. This is all learning. only.
Yeah.
They'll be blank, they'll be panic, they'll be stressed more.
For that you need experience.
Yeah.
Earlier time also you should have felt all these things and you understood that over sitting in front, I don't care, I will do my job. Right? Now you are asked to speak in front of a big audience, you know, he is the best speaker, he will speak, but so many are there in the front. Okay. Now, yes, practice is so many. We always say, I should not look shameful in front of the guest. If the guests are there, what will they think? Will they be able to, he will forget all the lines.
Yes.
He will forget all the lines. It's because of again pressure. Right? What are the symptoms you can feel when you are under threat? If you are confident, if you say, I have done it before, I will do it again. I always tell myself, I am doing tough episodes, I am not able to script it. I always tell myself, I have done it before. Every time I face the same problem, but finally I was able to complete it. That's what I tell me. I assure myself. So that experience, through experience they learn. That's why the sports people don't need psychology because, sir, they will learn with experience, sir. The more they play, the more bigger tournaments they play, they will learn. Definitely our coach will also say the same thing. I don't blame him. But some of the things also you have to teach them. That is not 100%. There is something missing there. Those things that we have to teach. Okay. So now that happens with experience. If you are not experienced, if you are under threat, if you forget something, automatically you will forget everything. Mind will go blank. Totally blank. Then what are the symptoms you feel? Mind will go blank, you can't think properly, you can't take decisions, sweating in the face, muscles will tense up, mouth will go dry, lips will become thick, tongue will become thick, so the stammering will happen, heartbeat will increase, breathing will increase, butterfly in the stomach, hands will sweat or it will become dry, muscles will not see. So many times for sportsmen this is the problem. They come to that. Muscles will become tight, legs will become shiver, they will become heavy. Serena Williams, it happened, she could not move. All football players have this problem. They don't know what is happening. When they are tense and upset, their movement suffers. Agree, sir? Maybe I would like more from you on that. Maybe let's give one. Please give an example. When they are under stress, when they are under tension, what are the symptoms they will face in the body? Please. I want feedback.
I would share my experience.
He's a referee. National referee.
And I am also a small player.
I'm asking you why don't you end the session because this is not kind of country
We
art.
can end the session, yeah, for sure.
Very useful this is.
We can do that, yeah.
Please.
I remember 2001, I was playing against ITI. ITI is the top team. I am inside. Sports secretary. Now, at that time, the playing ITI very well top team.
You also remember PhD EPD team? EPD team. That was personal student. National course lines. You remember the team? Ramurthy? Go ahead.
So that time, I am running, my muscles are getting pain. I am not able to move as fast as Anderson. I am not able to move as fast as now. They are like going like machine. So the tension, the stress that we are playing against big team, whether we are going to lose miserably or we are going to maintain some dignity. This was there. That is what recently every fitness we have to run fitness test. Every 1 year we have to 1 year or any tournament we have to give our fitness, physical fitness. So some injury was there recently. I went to FIFA MA course. That was our fitness test. So all top assessor from World Cup, all are there. And our India's reputation is important. More than that, Karnataka state, I am representing Karnataka state. So that time when I am running, we have to run 12 laps in certain time. Our previous 2-3 people did not perform well. So again pressure in us. Especially me, because I was also injured. So this kind of pressure, I only just maintained to pass the fitness test. Otherwise, previous and all, I was doing my best out of best. So this is the tension pressure I had before running.
It is also felt in the body, where you cannot perform properly.
100%.
Okay, tennis players, table tennis players, the fingers will become tight. When they serve, it will go out. You know why it went out?
Why?
Because when the fingers become tight because of tension, I don't know, fight or flight. Threat, fight, more strength to the arms and fingers. That's why blood will flow to the finger, palm. It will give you more strength. If you are in tension, if you try to serve, it will go out. You are shocked. Why did it go out at this time? I have done this service so many times. Why? Because you are giving extra strength because of the tight muscles. How much is required softly out to serve, but the muscles are tight, finger muscles are tight, the ball is going out. You don't understand. You don't know why.
Football, a lot of self-goal happens because of that. Instead of clearing the other side, they clear inside their own net.
Okay. How?
Defenders, when there's a air ball or when there's own ball, sometimes the clearance also
Okay.
will go into the own goals.
How do it happen?
Stress level, pressure.
So we are eliminating some very important thing. The moment your brain goes into tension, into stress, the body also reacts. We have done a lot of things with the biofeedback. One negative thought, one single negative thought, one fretful thought, automatically the heartbeat increases. Heartbeat increases, everything changes. Especially in football, is not the case. Maybe golf and all, heartbeat should keep in control. Even for archers also. Shooters always shoot between heartbeats. Okay. Now, as he said, BFC example. India, whenever they are shooting with the archery they are doing with the Olympic, with the South Korea team, they fail. I can't understand. What happens against South Korea? Same BFC example. At least in football, you have to interact with them. The ball, they have to kick the ball, you have to play. And how you play is dependent on the quality of their shots. In archery, nothing. You are shooting in your target.
Yes.
Korean man is standing there. When Indian archer is shooting, always conscious of the Korean man there. Okay? You are shooting your target, man. Wow, what is dependent on that archer? He is shooting his target, you are shooting your target. Why are you making a mistake? Every time it's Korea, they falter. Why? It's because Korean is shooting one after another, 10 bullseye, his score is going up. Now he is worried. He's going, how can I catch up with him? They are all great archers. We know definitely they are going to win. Before they enter into the archery, arena, they are already lost the match. Why? Because they know they are too good. What is in your control? What should you do now? As coaches, what will you tell the archers? What will you tell the archers?
Give your best.
You are shooting your target. Why? He has got nothing to do with you. Shoot your target. That's it. Forget. You give your best score. That is important. Final score will decide whether your score is more than the Korean score or not. That's it. It is happening at Olympic level, India Olympic level. Maybe some other day I will talk about Deepika Kumari. Today she has played 3 Olympics, no medal. Now she is going to become a mother. God.
So if you don't mind, we will conclude your session. You can conclude it. We have one more speaker, then we will wrap up.
Okay.
Finish up.
I have concluded now.
Okay.
See now, some of the things that sports psychologists can do: handle pressure, anxiety, handle your negative emotions. How to handle emotions are very important. Before the game, during the game, how to handle that? We help them handle the mental health issues. Nowadays, mental health issues are coming up like anything. Okay? We help them with confidence, concentration, focus, motivation, visualization, and all those things. Goal setting, relaxation techniques, very important. How to be in the present, how to focus. We teach them that. We teach them a positive mindset. Attitude is important. Positive mindset is important. Mental toughness, how to be tough when you are playing. Irrespective of the score, irrespective of the team, you need to be tough. How to be tough? Then we counsel the athletes on different issues. Different issues not related to your sport can be affecting you. Your relationship, your drug addiction, your injury, your financial problem, somebody in your house is having cancer. All these things are affecting you. It's bothering you. You can't perform well. For that, counseling is required. Now, there we, the sports psychology, also do the counseling aspect. And injury. Why injuries happen? Always we look at the body angle. Injuries can happen when your muscles are tight. Why muscles become tight?
Stress in mind.
That's it. How to avoid injury? How do you have to keep your mind irrespective of the score, irrespective of the match, how big the match is, no importance. World Cup, nothing. It's just another game. It's just another game. I have to play my skills properly. That's what we teach, right? Even then, that's it. Finished. Then after injury recovery, how to recover? The orthopedics do their job, physiotherapists do their job, but to recover, it's in your hand. It's in your mind. How, sir?
So we have to keep on telling, more I am getting better, I am getting better.
Yeah.
Reaffirmation of positive thoughts.
Yes.
Only we will overcome those challenges.
Yes.
Otherwise, it is very.
So, what are the normal worries and the negative feelings an injured footballer will have?
The first thing
He'll be completely, yeah, after
it's okay, tell.
No.
It's okay,
I also wanted him to come out and say, how will you say?
Go ahead, coach, after you.
Because why means I had an injury,
Yeah.
heel injury, I had a broken leg.
Yes.
So 1 year I took this one. In my mindset, it's can I play again and again. That is number one. Then I used to do my physiotherapist. Then second thing, I used to work hard to get my strengthening. Then later on, I came to the ground. Can I run as I running earlier?
Yes, sir. Please, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then third thing comes, can I go and tackle or no? Avoid my injury because I already have an injury. If I go tackle again, if I get injury, I should again bed rest for 1 year. That mindset.
Will I be able to regain my original game?
Exactly.
Will I be able to stretch again?
Yes.
Will I be able to get my timings back?
Yes.
Will I be able to get my strength back? If I stretch again, if it gets injured, again if the injury recurs, these are all the thoughts that goes to an injured athlete. Okay? Orthopedic doesn't know how to deal with that. Coach is very busy. The injured athlete is left to deal with it himself. He's at his home. Coach is always busy. What he can do with that poor person? Here, the role of a sports psychologist and counsellor is very important. See now, always an injured part heals faster when blood is supplied to that. Okay? When blood flow happens, healing does faster. How to make the injured part to get the blood flow? It is through visualization. And we are the masters to teach how you should visualize. Visualization is a wonderful master thing. Everybody practice, all great people have practiced it. Ronaldo is the greatest when it comes to imagination, image and visualization. Lot of experiments done on him. There are videos you can watch how great he is. So this is some of the things we can help them. Then how to let go and how to be in the present. How to let go of your failures, mistakes, what you committed. You missed a goal, again you have to continue. You're still thinking about it. You miss the present moment. You're still thinking about the missed opportunity. You miss the present moment, anything can happen. You cannot give your best. So how to let go? All these are the roles of a sports psychologist, the role of a mind in a game. So we say as you go higher and higher, it is 80% mind and 20% body. As you go higher and higher. Definitely my body is required. Physical fitness is required, training is important, skills are important. But when you go to the pitch, when the opposition is very strong, it is who is mentally tougher, mentally relaxed, calm, composed, positive and optimistic, who goes on to win. That's it. So if your mind is tricks on you, even the greatest players have failed. I have immediately give 10 examples of world's greatest who have choked under pressure. So thank you very much.
Can you give a round of applause?
Don't neglect the mind. This is my bottom line statement. Okay, it's the mind that decides the body. If the body has to function, mind is the controller. He is the remote for the body. You cannot make that. And one more thing. Mind doesn't need that you have to go get up in the morning, go for running, go for strengthening, go for conditioning, go for thing. No. Go for skill practice. You have to practice 4 hours a day, 3 hours a day. Mind doesn't ask for all that. Mind only has to be disciplined. You only have to learn the mindset. How to think in pressure. How to think if it's a big event. How to think. That's all the mind requires. You have to use the mind properly. And you because now I was telling Suman, you practice 180, all the effort you put is for the 20%. You leave out the 80%. For 80% you don't have to put so much effort. Every day 15 minutes, 20 minutes is enough. Only for 20. We will teach you in such a way that 15-20 minutes of devotion for the most important aspect of your game, the mind, is enough for you to be in tune with.
Can I give a round of applause to Vishwanath sir? Thank you so much, sir. It was wonderful listening to you. You have covered so much in such a short time. Without any further ado, I'd like to call our next speaker. Please, sir. In between, I would just like to ask a quick question. Which team does footballers love? The question is, which team does footballers love?
Penalty.
Yes, let's give a round of applause. Penalty. So let's invite Mr. Andrew, who's been supportive enough for the community. So,